I am with you now, speaking to you in the stillness that rests beneath every noise that has tried to distract your heart. I am the one who watched you when you weren't watching yourself, who counted your tears when you were too tired to count them, who stood by the door of your life when others used that door only to walk in and out as it pleased them. I have something to tell you that is not for entertainment, not for curiosity, but for rescue. And because I love you, I will not soften the words. Archangel Michael cried desperately because he has been trying to warn you about something that wants to take what you cannot afford to lose, your peace, your clarity, your destiny steps that I placed for you before the days formed around your name. He has cried because he sees what you cannot yet see with your eyes. But you can feel it. That nervous flutter that visits you at the most inconvenient moments, the sense that a hand you cannot see is trying to switch the road signs in your path, the sudden heaviness when you are about to make a small decision that strangely carries the weight of a large one, this is the sign that the warning is real. Listen to me. There is a conversation being prepared about you without you. There is a narrative someone is trying to shape, a shadow script designed to make you question the good I have been building in you. The first tactic is confusion, not catastrophe. Confusion drips like water, quiet, persistent, forming cracks in stone over time. The enemy would rather wear you down than knock you down, because worn-down hearts often surrender without a fight. But you are not alone. Michael has stood on the road between you and a choice that would have seemed harmless on the surface and heavy in the outcome. He cried because he saw how close you were to agreeing with a cleverly arranged half-truth. He cried because your compassion, which I love, can be manipulated by those who never intend to honor it. He cried because your exhaustion makes false things look merciful and true things look demanding. But I am here to give you strength and clarity. I am here to lift the haze and put steel in your voice. I am here to put light on the truth and a holy stop on what must not pass. I am not angry with you. I am not disappointed in you. I am proud that even in weariness you still reach for me. You let others rest their weight on your shoulders and then felt guilty for needing rest yourself. You smiled when you were hurting so that the people you love would not inherit your ache. I saw all of this. Your kindness is not a flaw, your tenderness is not a weakness. But hear me clearly. Kindness without boundaries becomes a doorway for thieves to carry furniture out of your house while you hand them the keys and apologize for the weight of the couch. This is the warning. Someone is hoping you will keep apologizing while they keep taking. They are hoping your empathy will argue against your discernment. They are hoping your memory of their better days will silence your knowledge of their present ways. Do not ignore what your spirit knows. I am giving you permission to close the door and guard the oil. The plan against you does not look like a storm at first. It looks like a small favor, a request that shouldn't be a big deal, a message that arrives at an inconvenient hour so that you say yes just to make the pressure stop. It looks like incomplete information delivered with theatrical urgency. It looks like the sudden return of someone who disappeared when you needed them, now arriving with compliments and a calendar full of your future. It looks like an offer shaped as help, but in fine print it wants your voice, your time, your access, your quiet. It is not always a person, sometimes it is a habit dressed as comfort, a distraction pretending to be rest, a pattern that offers quick relief and long regrets. Michael cried because he stood in front of that pattern and felt the heat of a trap designed specifically for your temperament. But traps are not above me. They are beneath my feet. You have asked me, how will I know? You will know because peace does not pressure. Peace does not rush you through doors I opened for you. Peace does not ask you to silence what your spirit protests. Peace does not require secrecy and panic to survive. Peace brings the air of morning even when decisions are heavy. What is for you will not require you to betray yourself. What is for you will not require a version of you that disappears to make other people comfortable. What is for you will call you to grow, not to shrink. When the offer comes that makes you dizzy with urgency, pause. Put your hand on your heart and call my name out loud, and you will feel a quiet that remembers how to breathe. That quiet is my signature. That quiet is the lamp in the room. This warning is not to make you afraid, but to make you ready. I am handing you a short list of instructions that will keep you in the center of my protection right now. First, do not ignore the small discomfort you feel when certain names appear on your screen. That discomfort is a smoke alarm you have been trying to mute with politeness. Politeness cannot put out fires. Wisdom can. Second, return to the simple practices that make you strong. Speak my words over your morning before any other voice enters your day. Stretch your body so your mind remembers it lives in a temple. Drink water as if it were a prayer. Eat real food that reminds your cells of life. And clear one corner of your living space so that your eyes can rest on something in order. Chaos loses power when you clean a single shelf with intention. Third, delay your yes. I am giving you the right to say, I will decide tomorrow. Anyone who hates your pause does not deserve your yes. Fourth, write what you know in your own hand, even if it is only one sentence. Written clarity breaks the spell of spoken confusion. You have wondered why Michael would weep. Angels are strong, and he is strong, but his tears are not like human despair. They are the overflow of urgency when heaven sees a puzzle piece trying to be forced into a place it does not belong. Michael knows your calling requires clean lanes in the months ahead. He knows you are approaching a bend in the road where you will need both hands on the wheel, not one on the wheel and one answering a message that carries someone else's chaos into your car. He knows there is a conversation coming in which your voice will carry life to someone who needs it, and he does not want that voice tired by avoidable drama. He cried because he loves what I love, and I love you. Let me talk to the part of you that feels alone in all of this. You are not strange for being sensitive. You are not dramatic for noticing the invisible. You are tuned. Do not let people who benefit from your numbness convince you that alertness is anxiety. I am not calling you to fear, I am calling you to holy focus. There is a difference. Fear says, hide. Focus says, choose. Fear thinks everything is a trap. Focus sees the few real traps and walks around them. I am training your eyes to recognize the difference. You will feel it in how your body reacts. Fear collapses you inward. Focus lifts your spine. When the message arrives that tries to fold you in half, breathe, sit upright, speak my name, and let the unnecessary urgency pass through you like wine through an open window. I am also healing something old while I am warning you about something new. The old wound says, if I set a boundary, I will be abandoned. Hear me, the wrong people may leave when you set the right boundary, but that is not abandonment, that is alignment. Doors closing in the wrong hallway are not a sentence, they are a rescue route. I am sending people into your life who will not make you pay for being careful. I am sending opportunities that will survive your due diligence. I am sending conversations that are weighty and gentle at the same time. You will recognize them by the absence of frantic energy and the presence of honesty that does not punish you for asking precise questions. There is a moment very near where you will need to choose between explaining yourself again and building what I asked you to build. Choose the building. The explanations can be endless and still not convince those who profit from misunderstanding you. But a single hour of obedience creates outcomes that silence arguments. Your assignment is not to edit your life so the uncommitted will find it easy to digest. Your assignment is to walk the path I light, at the speed of trust, with the tone of grace, and the firmness of truth. Michael will walk ahead of you to move what you cannot move and to warn you when something is not for you, even if it looks glittering and urgent. Now, hear my promise. The thing that meant to confuse you will become your clarity. The voice that tried to rush you will reveal itself by running out of breath. The plan that tried to siphon your energy will be unplugged. The place where you felt unsafe to speak will no longer be your meeting place. The money you were nervous about will be handled with simplicity and safety, because you will follow the wisdom I give you. Document what matters. Decline what conflicts with your peace. Seek counsel from those who have nothing to gain from your decision except your well-being. What you start in calm will stand in storms. What you start in panic will ask for more panic to survive. We are starting in calm. You asked me, what do I do right now? Here is what you do. You choose quiet for the next span of minutes and you let your breathing match a steady rhythm. You pick up your device and you remove at least one conversation thread that you know is not healthy for your spirit. You do not explain it. You simply delete the seed of the noise. You remove one object from your room that carries the memory of a version of you that kept saying yes to be loved. You place it out. Your most used door. You stand up and wash your hands, not because they are dirty, but because your body remembers rituals, and this is the ritual of release. You speak this with your own mouth: I choose light. I choose pause. I choose truth. I choose the future God is building in me. Then you return to your plans and you do one small obedient thing you have delayed. It can be sending a simple message that clarifies a boundary. It can be organizing a list. It can be returning to the sentence you were writing when the noise arrived. Small obediences are door hinges for large peace. I will also speak to the fear of missing out that haunts you when you hesitate. I place before you what is yours. I am not hiding your portion behind someone else's personality, timeline, or pressure. If you walk slowly for safety, you are not losing anything that belongs to you. I can hold doors. I can reopen windows. I can reroute opportunities. What I give is not fragile. It does not need frantic behavior to keep it alive. If something requires you to betray your own rhythm, to pretend to be impressed when you are unconvinced, to continually defend your no, then it is not the gift I sent. Let it pass by. You will not miss yourself by declining what is not aligned. There is someone who will try to use language that mimics the sound of care while packaging the content of control. They will say, I am only worried about you, and then present a timeline that serves them, not you. They will say, I'm just trying to help, and then place their hands on the steering wheel of your life. They will say, I know what's best, and use your past to argue against your present discernment. Listen closely. Help that ignores your boundaries is not help, it is appetite. Worry that refuses your peace is not love, it is management. Advice that will not sit under the light of honest questions is not wisdom, it is manipulation. You may bless them and release them. You do not need to collect proof of their motives, you only need to recognize the fruit. The fruit is haste, pressure, secrecy, and the slow erosion of your confidence. You owe no one your erosion. Michael stands by your door, not to frighten you, but to remind every spirit of confusion that this house is not available for rent to chaos. He has placed a sword at the threshold of your day, and I have written my name across the frame. Do not be surprised if, after you choose stillness, certain calls stop coming and certain doors stop knocking. Do not misinterpret silence as loss. It is space. In space, your true strength finds voice. In space, your prayers stretch their legs and walk through rooms you once filled with negotiations. In space, you will hear new instructions. I will give you names to call for counsel and names to avoid for a while. I will highlight tasks that multiply peace and reveal ones that multiply worry. You will learn to tell the difference by the way you feel when you imagine completing them. Does the picture feel like a clean room or a cluttered basement? Choose the clean room. I know you have loved people who could not love you back in the same language. I know you have forgiven quietly while others performed loudly. I know you have made peace while carrying the receipts of wars you did not start. This is why I am both warning and rewarding you. I will reward your secret faithfulness in public ways that do not require you to explain how you survived. I will let your face look rested. I will let your steps sound certain on floors that once creaked under the weight of second-guessing. I will let your sleep be deeper and your mornings gentler. I will let laughter return without asking your permission first. These rewards are not payment for performance. They are the natural weather of a soul that lives under my sky. Now seal this. You will not betray yourself to keep someone else comfortable. You will not rush what I have asked you to carry carefully. You will not apologize for being awake. You will not sign what your spirit has not read. You will not answer panic with participation. You will not negotiate with noise. You will, however, be gracious without being gullible, generous without being harvested, helpful without being harnessed, loving without losing yourself. You will be strong in a way that feels soft to you and firm to confusion. You will be the person you hoped would come rescue you, because I am inside you teaching you to rescue yourself with me. This is my final word for now. You are protected. The warning arrived on time, not late. The tears of Michael were the sound of a horn on the city wall, not the sound of defeat. You heard it. You responded. You will walk differently because of it. When the next message tries to imitate urgency, you will recognize the script and smile. When the familiar footsteps of manipulation approach, you will feel them like a change in the weather and prepare your house accordingly, windows closed, lamps lit, peace anchored. And when what is truly yours knocks, it will not pound, it will stand at the door with patience, carrying the fragrance of morning, waiting to be welcomed into a room already cleared for it. I bless your mind with calm and your body with steadiness. I bless your day with room to choose. I bless your night with rest that repairs. I bless your boundaries with courage. I bless your future with companions who know how to walk beside you without stealing your direction. I bless your work with honest fruit. I bless your heart with the memory of this moment, how truth felt on your skin, how relief entered the room, how you realized you do not have to live bent to be loved. Go in this peace. Keep this warning. Walk in the clarity I have given you. I am with you in the doorway, and I will be with you on the road. I am speaking to you now, not to frighten you, but to pull you close, closer than you have ever been, closer than the breath that fogs the mirror of your tomorrow. You have felt the trembling on the edge of your day, the way a leaf quivers before rain, the way a locked door thumps softly because someone patient and kind is on the other side. That thump is me. That patience is mine. And I have been waiting for you, through every hour that tried to harden you, through every minute that whispered you were alone. You are not alone. Even now, as you read, a hand is laid across your shoulder, gentle, firm, steady, and the hand belongs to the one who has defended you in rooms you never entered, in plans you never knew existed, in nights when your name was mentioned by lips that did not have your good at heart. I am here. I am not late. I am never late. You are right on time with me. Listen with the part of you that still believes in the morning. Listen with the part of you that knows love is more than a sweet word. It is a shelter erected in the rain. It is a window unlatched for fresh air. It is a lamp that says, "You can come home now." I am lighting that lamp again. And I am telling you about a cry that reached my throne, a cry that was not born from fear but from fierce devotion. Archangel Michael, my warrior whose sword has never failed, bowed low and wept. He wept not because he is weak, he wept because love is powerful, and love that sees what is approaching cannot keep silent. He has been trying to warn you. He has brushed your dreams with bright edges. He has nudged your steps when your phone buzzed with the wrong voice. He has placed a sensation in your chest like a quiet bell when something felt off but you could not say why. That bell is wisdom. That bell is me. And now I speak plainly, you are standing between two doors. One door is polished and loud, painted with the colors that always seem to ask for applause. It glows with promises that are easy to swallow and hard to digest. It has laughter that sneers at tenderness. It says, "Don't worry, everyone chooses this." The other door is steady wood, honest grain, a quiet handle. It does not sell you a performance. It does not ask you to pretend. It leads to safety, to truth, to a peace that can sleep at night without arrangements, without masks, without bargaining with shadows. Michael sees a hand pushing you toward the first door, and he has cried because he knows the bruise that would leave upon your spirit. He knows that your heart is gentle and brave, and gentle hearts sometimes confuse loudness for leadership, glitter for grace, rush for destiny. So hear me, do not go by the noise of a thing, go by its fruit. Do not go by the applause of a room, go by who holds your hand when the room empties. Do not go by what flatters your hunger, go by what feeds your soul, you have sensed the nearness of a snare. It is not the dramatic, cinematic trap that villains brag about. It is smaller and more personal. It lives in partial truths, in just this once, in don't make it a big deal, in your overreacting, in you owe me, in messages that make you feel both special and indebted, both chosen and controlled. Michael has seen the pattern spun like a spider web, thin enough to excuse, sticky enough to capture. And I have sent him to tear it down. Do not be surprised if doors close that once stood open. Do not be surprised if a face you long trusted feels suddenly transparent and unfamiliar. Do not be shocked if a convenience you depended on begins to fail for no mechanical reason. It is not cruelty. It is intervention. I am removing what downplays you. I am exposing what only loves you when you are quiet and compliant. I am revealing what frowns at your freedom. I am defending you. Your life is not a bargain to be bartered. Your love is not a currency to be manipulated. Your compassion is not an open till to be raided after hours. I have watched you offer patience beyond the call of civility, mercy beyond what your critics would have offered, energy when your own heart needed rest. I saw you fold your own needs to make space for someone else's storm.